Hey there, so you have some exercise experience and you're ready to get focused. Well, here we go. First off is frequency. Let's work out 4 to 5 times per week. 1 or 2 times we're going to do the peak 8 cardio per week. 2 strength training days per week and 1 active isolated stretching and strength training combo together. Remember, on your strength training days, we still want to warm the core body temperature up. Maybe it's just running in place, some jump rope, and some light calisthenic type stretching. In beginning and at the end of the workout. Repetitions. Let's take the repetition count down just a bit and add a little bit of weight. We still want to move 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down, nice and slow, working on the mind-muscle connection, thinking about not raising the resistance from point A to point B, but from squeezing, contracting the muscle through the range of motion. Let's do 2 sets per exercise. The first set, let's go 10 to 12 repetitions, making sure that we really focus and get those last 3 repetitions, which are really the only reps that really count. They're usually the reps that we don't think that we can get. The second set, let's increase the weight just a little bit. The smallest incremental change is best. And let's get to failure. That's a good word in this context, in the 8 to 10 rep range. Let's get a spot. Let's get a mental or a physical spot. We can give ourselves a self spot. It's hard to give ourselves a mental spot, but we can also get a mental and a physical spot from a workout partner. So remember, let's tie this together with the 2 missing links. You remember what they are? That's right, proper nutrition and goal setting. Tie all this together, so there you go. Let's get started. You do have the power to change, build a better body, build a better life. Thanks for joining me on my Sprint 8 warm-up. A couple of things here that are very important. First, let's get the basics down. Each challenge, intense challenge, is 30 seconds, and each rest in between those challenges is approximately 90 seconds. Very important. That's our base. Number 2 is before, this is on the recumbent bike, we got to get those foot straps in nice and tight so those feet wiggle in so that you can really get powerful on the 30-second challenge. Second thing is the seat can't be too close, can't be too far away. You don't want those legs locked stiff, and the bottom position, you want a slight bend in the knee. It should feel comfortable. Lastly is the hand position. On the 30-second intense challenge, I want your hands up here, and I want you to push away and sort of brace yourself, and that way you can become more powerful in the legs. So here we go. Some other little details that are important are I want you to perform only once per week, and we want to start with a recumbent bike if possible. Start with 2 or 3 challenge phases for 30 seconds if possible, eventually working up to 8. That's the goal. If you can't get to 8 in the first week or 2, that's fine. There's no problem. Just work your way up there. Listen to what your body's telling you. And we want to perform each Sprint 8 portion properly. You'll have to get very close, if not exceed, your maximum heart rate. Pretty simple. Maximum heart rate 220 minus your age. By challenge number 6, 7, or 8, we want to get real close to that number, 220 minus your age. So here we go. In general, intermediate is just a little bit different. We want to perform once for sure. If everything feels good, we'll go ahead and go a second time in that week. And you can consider performing your Sprint 8 on an elliptical, on a treadmill, or even swimming. So also important, lastly, is rest and recovery. So the day after your Sprint 8, if you've never done this before, it's not uncommon to feel very sore because you're using muscles and nerves, things that you've never used before. How sore is okay? What's some techniques? Well, you can do some light stretching. You got to move all day long. Really nice, slow stretching throughout the day. Don't sit still in one spot or else you're going to really get sore. Nutrition, healthy food, small meals often throughout the day, and lots of water. And the king of all recovery techniques, a good night's rest. So there you go. There's some important tips that's going to really help you benefit and get the maximum out of the Sprint 8. So here we go. It's about my time. It's go time. So here we go. And we'll see you later. 3, 2, and go. Separate the dumbbells. Down slow. 3 seconds. 2, 1, pause. Blow. Palms stay face each other at a 45-degree angle versus straight ahead. Separate them, down slow, 3, 2. Feet, buns, and shoulder blades firm on the surface. Arch that lower back out. Separate them, down slow. If your lower back is an issue or your legs are a little too short, put them up on the bench. Still arch that lower back out. 3, 2, and 1. Strong posture. Retract the shoulder blades, very important. Palms to the front. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2. Very important. Stretch down. Big breath in. 3, 2, and 1. Shoulder blades are still retracted. 3, 2, and 1. A very nice variation is hammer grip. And 3, 2, and 1. Not all the way up, but all the way down, slow and controlled. It's like swinging a hammer. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. Palms up, arms straight out to the side, hips up. Dig those heels in and squeeze those knees together. 2, and 1. If your tailbone falls down, that's okay. Come right back up. Dig the heels in. Big breath in. Squeeze those knees together and squeeze those hamstrings. Silver dollar between your knees. Don't let it fall out. Another real nice option is dig the heel in the floor. And 3, 2, and 1. Get that foot pretty close to the bun. 3, 2, and 1. Legs straight out, working this core, and pulses at the end. 3, and 2, and 1. Looking down, rounded slightly forward. Elbows got to stay higher than the bar in the hands. Helps to be able to look in the mirror straight ahead so you know that those elbows are above the hands. Close grip takes it a little bit closer to the trap. Wider grip takes it out towards the edge of the shoulder more. Body a nice straight plank. Pull that belly button in. Tighten up that core. 3, 2, and 1. Lightly touch the sternum on the floor. 3, 2, and 1. If your wrist gets bothered, make a fist. 3, 2, and 1. Or we got push-up handles. Nice tight grip. That feels the safest and the best on my wrist. Now, to take it up a notch, med balls, palm right on the top of the ball. 3, 2, and 1. Pick up the pace. 3, 2, and 1. Strong posture. Retract the shoulder blades. Big breath in. 3. And pause. Don't come up too high. Takes the tension off the biceps. Gets easy. We don't want that. 3. All the way down. Get a big stretch though. Big breath in. 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. For some nice variation, go narrow grip. That was a little bit wider grip. Bring the bar out front and elbows close. Works that core and the biceps differently. Down slow. 3, 2, and 1. Strong posture. Rotate the hips. Tighten up that lower back. Bar stays nice and close to the legs. Pause about halfway down the shin. Slowly come up, driving your hips forward with stiff legs. Don't come all the way to the top. Down slow. Put your weight through your heels. Stiff legs. And 3, 2. Don't come all the way up, and definitely don't go all the way down. Keep that lower back nice and tight. And drive. The hips forward with stiff legs. I'm using a curl bar, but you can easily use a straight bar as well. Looking down, slightly rounded forward, still tightening up the lower back. Try to rip this shape apart, pulling out to the sides. Elbows got to stay higher than the hands. 3, 2, and 1. Closer grip takes it to the trap area more. 2 plates. And drive takes it more to the rear of the trap, upper shoulder. Palms facing forward. Tighten up that lower back, not round. Retract the shoulder blades. Look up. Blow and roll. 2, and 1. You can round out to get a stretch at the bottom. Tighten up the lower back. Retract the shoulder blades. 3, and 2, and 1. On the shoulder, palms up. Look down so you don't boink yourself in the head. Palms stay parallel to the ceiling. Keep your hips back away from the wall in front of you. When you're done, come down nice and slow to your shoulder. Starting position, knee up. Drive the foot behind you. Good, strong, tall posture. Tap the knee very soft. Come back to your starting position. On the last rep, make it tougher by 3, and 2, and explode up, and always end with strong posture at the top. Reverse grip. Sometimes it feels like it's going to twist like that in your grip versus this. Head down and pause for 2, and 1. Chin up, nice and close to the chin. Pause, no lower than that. Big breath in. On the last one, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice and slow. Point your toes back, heels tap the floor softly. You can bend the legs a little bit if you want to. Straighten them out. Bend them. Straighten them out. You can hold it for balance. 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, bars close to the shins. Tighten up that lower back, big breath in. Retract the shoulder blades at the top. Take a breath in and hold it till you get to the top. One more time. Bar stays behind your head, even with the hairline. Head up, breathing in. Nice stretch in the tricep. Bar touches in the back of the head down, and extend at the top and hold. Not over your chin, over behind your hairline. Breathing in. Head comes up, works the abs, head down. And always end with a real nice slow negative. 3, 2, and 1. Strong posture, retract the shoulder blades. Down, breathing in. Let that air out on the way up. Breathing in. Throw in a little bit of plyometric challenge there at the end. And 4, 3, 2, and slow. Big breath in. Halfway up, the palms turn towards the front. Pause for 2 seconds. Down, slow, and control. 3. Don't come down too low. Pause right there. Keeps tension on the shoulders. Big breath in. Let that air out on the way up. To the front. Pause. And extra slow and controlled, always on the last rep down. Blow air out. Hold. 2, and 1. Drive that opposite heel in. 2, and 1. Get more leverage. Blow that air out and feel that deep core. For a nice option, you can pick up the pace. Let's wrap it up. It's time to tie it all together. For optimum results, let's remember to stick to our fitness schedule as a guide. We have 3 pillars. You remember what they are, right? Sprint 8, active isolated stretching, and strength training. Now, it's really important to know that in order to get results from all this information we've given you, you got to have a goal. Goal setting is vital. Let's have 4 things. Let's have a deadline. Let's go 6 weeks into the future. What having that date 6 weeks into the future gives us is a sense of urgency. Give me a time. On this date, at this time, I'm going to retest, and I'm going to lose 4 inches off my waistline. When you have a sense of urgency, you buy your food, you cook your food, you're prepared. You do your cardio, your weight training, you follow through on everything that you need to know to get this done. Number 2, let's take some pictures. Let's get into swim trunks. Let's show as much skin as possible. Take one picture from the front, from the side, and from the rear. And then we'll retake those pictures in week number 6. Look at the pictures in the beginning and say, is this the body that's truly allowing me to live my best life? Number 3, testing. Let's get on a scale weight once per week, waistline measurement, get the tape measure the exact same way, parallel to the floor, the same tightness, and measure that waistline. If your scale weight stays the same and you lose a ½ inch off the waistline, that is a good week. That means you gained muscle and lost fat. Don't overanalyze it. Use it as a tool. See if you had a good week. Plug 4 or 5 good weeks together out of the 6, and you'll be well on your way. Number 4 is the emotional element. The reason why you're doing this is the why behind the what. The what is lose 4 inches off your waistline. The why is what are you doing it for? It's different for me and you and everybody else. Get off of blood pressure medication so that you can look good in your Sunday clothes, so you can have your spouse feel attracted to you, so you can improve your self-confidence. It doesn't matter. It's got to be important to you. Read it out loud before you go to bed, and when you wake up, remind yourself of what your emotional reason is. So there you go. Now you have the tools to have a better body, build a better life. Go make it happen.